you what Toastmasters is. Is there something there that makes people want to visit you? Are you showing yourself as the friendly and welcoming people that you are? But also, we have to talk about social media. Social media is playing an ongoing and increasing part of how our influence is scattered right now. There are so many different social media platforms that are available to us now, from Facebook to Pinterest to Instagram to Snapchat to Reddit to Tumblr, and on the list goes. And it's beyond the scope of this presentation to talk about each and every one of those. But there is a wonderful resource that I discovered that talks about specific ways to make certain content relevant to the platform, because one size does not fit all in social media. Jab, 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 right, that completely changed my perspective on social media marketing and making your post stand out. So once a millennial walks into your club, what in the world do you do with them at this point? Hi, my name is, well, that's a good start. But you talk about the benefits, not just the features of Toastmasters. So features of Toastmasters is learning persuasive techniques, learning speaking techniques, getting involved in the community, and paying your dues every 6 months. Those are features of Toastmasters. But what are the benefits? How do the features help me in my life goals, in my professional goals, in my personal goals? We can talk about how Toastmasters isn't just stepping up and speaking out, but how is that played into your life? So here's how it could look in a typical meeting. You've got your Toastmaster, your president, who's opening the meeting and welcoming guests for the first time. They should be saying something about increased confidence as a result of stepping up and speaking. Your members need to see how these features of Toastmasters or making speeches can transfer into their day-to-day lives. It's not a microcosm within your Toastmasters club and then to be forgotten for the rest of the week. Your vice presidents of membership, talking with new or prospective members, are you explaining to them how Toastmasters has benefited your career? And if it hasn't, why not? Are you explaining to them, or are you digging out what their dreams are? Not just, oh, I want to be a better speaker. That's kind of the easy answer for guests when they first join. But are you parsing out that maybe this person has a hidden dream that they are not willing to maybe speak out yet? Maybe they want to be a venture capitalist and speak to investors and sell their idea and be able to pitch it. Maybe they want to be able to speak inspirationally to young children and teach them some specific aspect of a humanitarian mission that they could go on, or a camp that they could join that would benefit them in their education. These people have goals in the back of their heads. Sometimes they don't even know what they are, though. Vice presidents of education, before we go on to goals a little bit more later, vice presidents of education have a huge job at Toastmasters. One way to delegate some of your responsibilities is to also not lose those first initial members. After the first couple of speeches, they start getting comfortable up front, they've done some table topics, they've done their icebreakers. We lose people then. When they get past that kind of I'm throwing up on stage feel, they get lost because they're like, okay, I know what I'm doing, right? Sign them up with mentors, which is a completely other speech right there, but mentors will assist in that retention and one-on-one accountability for the first 6 speeches, 8 speeches, 10 speeches, whatever you want it to be. And it can also forward them into those specific goals. Now, when I first joined Bellingham Evening Toastmasters, I didn't have a declared goal. Certainly didn't. Patrick McGinty was our Vice President of Education the week that I joined. He talked me into doing the Bellingham Evening Toastmasters Humorous Speech Contest, which was coming up about 6 weeks later. So I did, and I lost. But I had so much fun in that process, and I learned so much, that 6 months later, when the evaluation contest rolled around, I did it. And I won. And I went to the area level, and I won. And I went to the division level, and I lost. But by then, I was already Vice President of Membership at Bellingham Evening Toastmasters, and I was steamrolling my way through the last speeches to finish my ACB, before June of having been a Toastmaster for 1 year. Sometimes your members don't know what goals they need at first, but they need a push to get them there to realize what those goals should or could be. Now, when I talk about Toastmasters with other people my own age, something I sometimes hear is, well, isn't Toastmasters just kind of for older people? Like for established professionals? And I tell them, no, it isn't. And then they go, well, how many young people are in your club? And I go, right. But sometimes what I hear from them is that Toastmasters is too nice, too kind, too welcoming. A sandwich shop, not a gym membership. And I think Toastmasters can be both. We want to be that welcoming atmosphere for someone who's never stood up and found what their voice could be up front in front of other people. We want to bring people in to realize how increased confidence, articulation, and poise can help them in their career. But we also want those speakers who've done speaking in college, who already enjoy public speaking, and who want to step up and make it better. We want those achievers in our club. If you don't, send them my way, please. I'd love to talk to them. We want to take what's good and make it great, at the same time that we're taking what's beginner and making it competent. It's not just using the sandwich model. Good, some improvement, and then some nice encouragement again to make them feel better. That's great for beginners. But once someone's gotten more advanced, are you using tougher and tougher evaluation methods? Beyond the sandwich model, there's a weightlifting model, guys. Someone has maybe already lifted to a max, but that max can always increase. There's no cap on what potential a person can have and what speaking ability a person can have. Are you wanting your members to be inspired to not just get competent at speaking and be able to speak without feeling sick, but move on to something bigger and better? So this is how I used to think of Toastmasters. We would have some preparation before the speech, some self-reflection, picking a topic, writing up a speech at the meeting. You get 5 to 7 minutes maybe of speaking practice and an evaluation. Then you take that back to the beginning and move on. If you add in a mentor, now you've got someone feeding into that preparation and educating and informing it. Then the speech and the evaluations. You've got interaction on both sides. But remember that YouTube channel I mentioned a little while back? Actually, I didn't because I skipped ahead. If your club is using a YouTube channel, who here films their speeches at the club, regularly films your members' speeches? I know we do at our club, so that's a few of us here. And a few others, awesome. Do you put those speeches online where they're publicly available for your members? Do you encourage your members to watch their speeches and reflect on their own speeches? I have about 20 speeches now on YouTube, some from college and some from Toastmasters. I can download those speeches or maybe take a specific speech that was on a really relevant topic to current events or where I really had strong articulation. I can post that on my Facebook page. I can post that on my LinkedIn or my personal blog. Your millennials now can say, wait, I'm working on professional development. I can post this epic speech on my LinkedIn where prospective employers, my current bosses can see it, and I can become branded, personal branding, as one of those young people who's not afraid to stand up and speak out. So much potential here, especially for your younger members, but really for any member whatsoever. And this style looks a little bit more like this. We still have self-evaluation, member input, but see how the arrow, instead of moving in a circle, it now moves forwards because the particular member can choose how far they want to go with it. It goes on and on into the future. Now they're choosing speech topics because they're relevant for that specific goal. Maybe they want to impress their boss, but maybe they want to quit their job and start their own business. They need to know how to pitch that idea or those concepts. Maybe we do something more like this. We'll have people stepping up and stepping out and going, yes, I am a Toastmaster and I can speak really well. What do you need speaking for? Maybe our younger Toastmasters would feel the confidence then to step and go, I want to be a club officer. I want to try this and see what it's like, see how I can benefit my own club. And maybe we would have more young people filling out these empty seats in this MELE here next year. Young people often have a tendency to see Toastmasters as something for maybe more established professionals or someone kind of already sort of has their life figured out. We need to show them that Toastmasters is available for anyone who wants to first become a better speaker and then become a better leader. Thank you. Are there any questions? I know we've got a few minutes. Yes. Here we go.
As a non-millennial, how do I communicate as a VPE to a millennial in a way that
have to say that again.
Yeah. As a non-millennial,
Right.
communicating to millennials as a VPE, how do I tease out their goals and show them this model in a way that is attractive and not offensive?
Definitely. As you saw, we're a little cynical. We're a not super trusting generation sometimes. So we need to see that other members who are more established in your club are kind of already doing this kind of thing. Why would we want to be the first one to do something new for your club when we're the newbie? It's a little scary. But if you were welcoming, talking with them about what their goals are, maybe what they want to get out of Toastmasters, this is their native language already. This is our native language. Oh yeah, I got LinkedIn. Oh yeah, I got Facebook. I got Pinterest. I got Snapchat. I got Instagram. Show them how the two can mesh. So sometimes it becomes learning more of the social media terms or some of the lingo that us young folks here are using. But, I mean, honestly, Patrick, how old are you? He managed to do it, and he's definitely not a millennial either. So so a lot of it is that friendliness factor of getting someone involved in your club first and then talking to them about what their specific goals are, really teasing it out of them. Does that kind of make sense? Go ahead.
Tiffany,
Yes.
how do you get the millennials in the door in the first place so that you can then invite them to participate?
Yep. So let's see, there's Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. Do we have any Bellingham Barclay Toasters in the house this morning?
Yes.
Yeah? Oh, come on, let's hear it. Where are you guys? I looked at a ton of District 2 Facebook pages when I was working on this, and Bellingham Barclay Toasters is an excellent Facebook page to look at as an example. They talked about the Freudian concept of finding your porcupine. Everyone should know what that is. I didn't know before I saw it. And they introduced the Toastmasters app in a way that was young and fresh and exciting. This is the type of thing that when we're researching clubs or looking at clubs, we're going to be looking at what your social media presentation is, and we don't want you to take things too seriously.
What was the name of that club again, please?
Bellingham Barclay Toasters.
Barclay?
Barclay, yep.
So I've got a question here, down here.
Hi.
So the book that you read, Jab, Jab, Hook,
Yes.
and in consideration of that, and also the consideration how clubs may not have the time to necessarily put into, let's say building or getting the word out there, what types of things can we most effectively do to be able to make the most of what you got from that book?
Definitely. Jab, 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 right hook. It talks about the idea of most of your social media offerings should be jabs. They set you up. They're entertaining, informative. The right hook is the sale. That's where you're pushing it. Like, join Toastmasters because it's Toastmasters International Week here in Washington. That would be like a right hook's idea. But the porcupine, speech highlights, other components of yours, highlighting your winners of a speech or of a club, thank you, a club contest. Those are the jabs. Those are the information or entertainment. But when it comes to the time it takes to put it in, I mean, that's definitely a factor.